defense and where he was going with that football race. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up.
Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and his offense is in business. And the Cowboys are on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a sixer, but his guy dropped it.
Going up top again. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Moore to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays like we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. He spins that thing down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Fires to the big fella. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hand off from the gun. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Luck. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take... deep shots, make those big plays.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Johnson. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties?
And here's the third interception of the night.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Looking to pass. It's Locke. With the catch, it's Ford. Plows through the defense. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The Cowboys come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over the Stallions. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got it in the middle. It's low. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. The short hands, it's Harris. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. Moore will throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's low. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Oklahoma State.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the run, it's Jacobs. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go right back to him. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to... He'll take the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver are just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Goes big tight end, makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. High the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The inside handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Oklahoma State, 24, Oregon, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Briggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball's loose in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Hill. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowboys. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
The give from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught on the outside, it's Lopez.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep her foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
Right on the money. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Now on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop. And he's having a day.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Looking to throw, it's Locke. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Harris.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Ducks get enough for the first down.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at on the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman?
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Snap it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
He breaks the tackle. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has it with really good field position. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Moore will throw. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds space on the right. Off and running. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Hauls it in.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's locked. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every game. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win? Make some plays for the big dog.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Riggs. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Oregon.
And here comes the field goal unit. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. It's good. A powerful kick. Never a doubt for the game. Guys, that one was